Welcome to our Teamworks. My name is Alan Kevin Fowler and I would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video in advance. I'm going to show you security systems that exist right across the world. They consist of passive infrared detectors that detect infrared light coming off of your body, flickering through these windows and triggering the alarm. Back to this one in a second. These systems, I've made this device I've made because a burglar would make one of these. So I've made this device so I can show you how simple it is for a burglar to put the system out of action. These you would have seen fitted to doors and windows in offices and commercial buildings and possibly in your own home. So if you have a security system in your own home, you're likely to have these fitted to the doors and windows. Now when the door is closed, the alarm will be on. Now these are usually fitted to this device. This is a radio transmission device. So when the door or window opens, the alarm goes off, okay? And then this will transmit to the main box in the house and trigger the system. The same with this one. This one is also radio link. So when this detects somebody walking around inside your room, and that's the key point, they're already in your room when this detects them. The radio transmission from this to the box will set the alarm off. Now these have got batteries fitted into the back. This type of battery, it's in the back, so you need to change that once a year, and the same with this one, once a year. It's all aggravation. Now I've made this, as I said earlier, because a burglar would make one of these to find out where this magnet's fitted. They're usually fitted to the top of the door or the side of the door at the top. Okay, so the burglar knows where they are roughly, but let's say he doesn't know where it is. How would he find it? Okay, so that's why he makes this device. As I showed you earlier, when the door opens or the window opens, the alarm goes off. And I said earlier, it doesn't matter how many thousands of pounds you've paid for your security system, they all work the same way. A burglar will buy one of these just for a few pounds and they can put this out of action from outside your house. Well, assume the table is your outside of the house. Now I've put this outside the house, here, on there, and I can open the door now without triggering the alarm. Okay, so if I take it away, the alarm will go off. So as long as this is nearby, the alarm will stay on. So I can open the door and the alarm doesn't go off. Okay, so I think you'll agree now that this is totally useless against a modern burglar. Okay, now when the burglar has opened the door, he's already got access to your house, so he might run in and grab the mobile phone or the laptop or a handbag or something and run away. Now he's triggered the alarm at this point, you're saying. But truthfully now, how many of you heard an alarm going off in the street, in the shopping centre, or a car alarm going off, did something about it? Most people don't do anything. And the burglars know this. And sometimes they set the alarm off just so they can cover the noise of breaking in. So I think we'll agree now that these are pretty much useless against a burglar. This one, very easily bypassed. It cannot see heat through paper. So we put a piece of paper in front of this and it wouldn't be able to see them. So you're asking now, if this is fitted up in the corner of a room, how would you get the paper in front of it? Well, it's very simple. You don't. You put the paper in front of your body, and that means you can now walk past this device with the paper in front of you and it won't see you. But better still, you can go to the pound shop and buy a survival blanket. Put the survival blanket over your head, 2 little holes in it, and you can walk past this and it won't see you. Now if you remember what I said earlier on, if you've got a monitored system and you're paying monthly fees, the burglar alarm needs to tell the monitoring system you've got 2 activations. The first one is this coming in the door, and we see how we put that out of action. So that won't send the monitoring station a signal saying it's had a first activation. So what happens now is the confirmation activation from one of these triggers. So the security company will now think this is a false alarm, a spider crawled across here, or a fly, or the cat or the dog has run by and triggered this. So they won't take any notice of this, to be quite honest, and then the burglar can easily put that out of action. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how a burglar will get past existing systems. I'm not teaching you to be a burglar. There's many other ways to get past this, but we leave that for them to find out. I want to show you our system. Our system is totally unique. Now we have history with this, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. I'm going to demonstrate the product in this video. I'm going to switch it on into full guard. Now there's an 8-day backup battery in here, so if you have a power cut it will last for 8 days. A conventional system is usually between 1 and 2 days. So we have a very large battery in here. Now I'm going to put it into full arm mode, which is 2 turns of the key. So first one is our family guard and the second one is full arm guard. Okay, so the first click, 1, 2. So we're now in full armed mode. It's going to give us 15 beeps, which is 30 seconds. And that is to leave the building. You would take the key out and you'd go out shopping, work or whatever you do. It will give you time to get outside the building and shut the door. Okay, or you go to bed. Now you might think, oh, I'll go to bed, the system's on. This system is the only system you can have on in the house while you are walking around, and it protects you. These systems, you can't have them on when you're in the house. And we know from government statistics that 56% of burglaries happen while you're home. You're either sleeping, watching TV, cooking, putting the kids to bed, talking to the neighbours or gardening, and you can't have your very expensive security system switched on whilst you're doing all of that. Now there are zones and people can zone their systems, like a lot of them nowadays zone downstairs when they go to bed. But if you forget, you wake the whole street up. So going back to ours, this is on. Right, I'm going to show you now breaking out of this room, or actually I'm going to go to that door in the hallway. So if you'd like to follow me round to that door, I'm going to open the door normally as if I come in unlocking it, and then I'm going to close it and open it like a burglar trying to force their way in. It's now locked. And the longer you're in the house with that noise, the more it's going to aggravate your ears. Now the reason we put the noise inside the house, remember what I said earlier, people take no notice of the noise outside. All you are doing is annoying your neighbours and nobody takes any notice, and you're making a noise that covers up the burglar breaking into your house. So we've put the noise inside the house. I put it into family guard now, so it is on. The whole building is secure with people walking around. But the reason we have the noise inside the house is it takes the protection away from the burglar. It makes the burglar feel insecure if they came into your house. You saw me do the door. The burglar is still outside and they've triggered the alarm before they got in. With this type of system, they've already got in before it triggers. And with this type of system, they have to be in your house to trigger it. So this is actually on in family guard. So I'm quickly going to show you that it is actually protecting the entire building. I can go back out to the door and do what we call our family guard mode. And this is when you're home. You could be watching TV, putting the kids to bed, etc. If you get this noise, you know somebody's trying to break into your house. I'm going to go back to the door, open it as normal to prove it's on, okay, and then open it as if I'm a burglar. another test. I'm going to push the window. So even if I tried to break into this room, it would still detect me. Now I'm sure you'll agree, with no installation and the seconds it took me to put this in your house, and if you're the smart ones among you will realise that you can take this with you when you move. So you only need to buy it once. We have a lifetime warranty, so you buy it once and you move it from house to house as and when you move. With this type of system, because it's installed, by regulations you are supposed to leave fixtures and fittings behind when you sell your house. But you could deinstall it and reinstall it elsewhere, but that's an expense. Okay, so you've made a noise in the house. You've scared the burglar off. But let's say a brazen one comes into your house. The siren on here, once it's triggered, talks to our Angel. Now this product is called our Guardian and this one is called our Angel. So the Guardian Angel, if you buy it as a set, you don't have to have the camera. The security system here cannot be put out of action using a radio wave, so you can't jam the signal. It doesn't work on radio waves. It's totally free of any emissions until you plug it in. We recommend you leave it plugged in, day out, because it keeps the battery topped up, ready for that power cut. Now once it's plugged in, there's a little bit of radiation coming off of here, just like there is on any other phone charger, for example, etc. Now our Angel is a very simple operation. You plug it in, it goes through its mode, and then you just follow the video to show you how to set it up. It's very, very simple. But once you've done that, you've got Guardian Angel system now. As soon as this triggers, it goes straight to your mobile phone, or anybody that you've elected to be a friend, what we call a guest on your mobile phone, or your security system. So you don't need that expensive monthly monitoring. You can do it all yourself. So you can have family and friends on your system, so when the camera detects a burglar, it comes straight to their phone if you're out of signal area. Normally this would be automatic. As soon as the alarm goes off, it would trigger the camera to call your mobile. You'd now get your mobile phone signal here. Should I bring this closer so you can see it? So we have now the picture in our office. We've got two-way voice here. I can press here to talk. I can press here to record. So as soon as I get a burglar's face, I can record it. Or I can press here, take me to the camera, and I can take a photo. That's now a photo of the burglar, and I can send the burglar's photo straight to the internet, to Facebook, Twitter, etc. Asking people if they know who the burglar is. There's proof that they're in your house because there's your house background and their photo. And I believe that would be a bigger deterrent than calling the police and sending them to prison. This is on Facebook and Twitter for always. Right, okay, that's our product. I bought a system off the market, which is a DIY system. I spent 2 weeks on this system and I still never managed to get it working properly, so I believe that if people did buy a security system off the market DIY, they would end up calling in a professional. Now, that consists of 2 of these, one on your front door, one on your back door, and one of these in the room. If you wanted to do more windows and more doors, it would cost you more money. Now the reason I bought this one is because it was roughly the same price as our Guardian. Now our Guardian does all the windows and doors, including upstairs. And there's no installation charge. There's no aggravation. You buy it, you install it, you switch it on, done. Okay. This type of system, very difficult, and you can't have it on when you're in. Pets, if you have a large dog, you can't have this on. You have to have what's called pet setting, and that is it's only looking for people or pets that are higher than 5 feet. And there's not too many of them about. Great Dane possibly, when it stands up. But the thing is, if it's only looking for people or 5 feet high, then a burglar will know that and he'll crawl around on the floor. So they have done this. And anyway, they easily bypass a dog. Not going to tell you how, but it is very, very simple. So if you love your dog, you'll want to protect him as well with the Guardian. Okay, hopefully I've gone through most of the things here. I'm sure you've got lots of questions that we haven't covered in this video, but I thank you very much for your time, and I'm sure you're sitting with somebody who shared this video with you and they can answer any questions that I haven't already covered. And I hope that you become a member or a customer of our Teamworks. Thank you very much. Hi, just a little bonus. I'm going to show you our system working in a fridge. A lot of people think that it works on air pressure. That's not the case. This is a fridge. When you ask your friend or colleague to demonstrate this system in your own home, you can actually do this at your house. Now this has got a glass door, but normally a fridge has a metal door, and it's metal around the sides. So this is what we call a Faraday cage. It stops, if this was metal, it would stop radio signals going in or out. So if you put your phone in a metal box, you won't be able to phone it, and it won't be able to phone out. Just as an example. Now because our system doesn't work on radio waves, it cannot be jammed like a normal radio transmission security system. Any security system that's wireless can easily be jammed from devices you can buy on the internet for £6 upwards that jams a radio signal, including jamming a mobile phone signal. And if you can do that and you've got a radio linked system, it means it's pretty much useless against a modern day burglar. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go round the doors in this office, showing you that this system will detect the doors opening forcefully. I'm going to firstly open them normally and it won't trigger, and then I'm going to open it forcefully like I'm a burglar. Okay, and you can do this in your own home when the guy comes to show you or the lady comes to show you the system in your own house. Right, so I'm going to walk round and unlock this door here. Because I've unlocked it, we don't get an activation. Okay, so I'm going to let it lock. As soon as it's locked, like now, when I try to force it open, you get an activation. I'm going to go to the main door into this room. Now I know you won't believe it, but this entire building is secure. All the doors and all the windows are secure. And I think you'll all agree that this is bigger than most houses. So now, if I was to sneak down in the night like I used to as a child and go into the fridge, oh, I've just been caught. Right, okay, so I switch it off. That was our family guard mode. If I put the full security on, you would have had the loud siren in the fridge there. So hopefully we've covered why this doesn't work on radio, why it doesn't work on air pressure. You can have all the doors and windows open in your house and the front door is locked. Somebody tries to break open the front door, this will detect it. So it doesn't matter if your windows and doors are open. But having said that, you don't leave your doors and windows open when you go out and secure it. For example, a bank has a very sophisticated security system, but it locks up every time you go home, or they go home. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this last little bit of the video.